What's good? It's your boy Tab Money, and today I'm back on my series again. I know it's been a while since I've been on War Economic Forum because I've been busy gaming and worshiping the spirits and basically focusing on the digital and the spiritual, gaming, stuff like that, and also dealing with the spirit realm or the tree of the Qliphoth or things in that matter, you know what I'm saying? So I've been focusing on those things, but I'm finna get back. But the reason why I don't speak, cause you gotta sign in, right? But as soon as you log off the website and come back in, they sign you off. So that's one thing why I don't bother coming back and forth to work and I'm a phone website. But this is my favorite website because it talks about, my home world, my sanctuary, the metaverse. And I got, when it comes down to particularly these metaverse news, when it comes to work and I'm a phone blogs, I know already did two of them. So this is part three. And when it comes down to doing these blogs, I gotta do it once a month or once a week. Let me see. Yeah, a month. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it once a month. I thought it said a week, but it says a month. But I'm gonna go through what they saying on this website because like I said in my past videos, my last videos, that people was talking down. People was letting go of the metaverse and focus on artificial intelligence. But I'm gonna show you why. So this title says 3 things you need to know about the metaverse this month. And I'm gonna read this part in the picture. AI could help with the creation of the metaverse. Now, let me just put my 2 cents in. I'm gonna read it and explain it fully, but I'm gonna put 2 cents. Once artificial intelligence is fully developed and fully active, and everything that we live and everything that we surrounded by is artificial. Because you gotta understand, only artificial intelligence understand the digital world. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us humans, we are connected to this physical world. Some of us are even connected to the spirit realm, but we don't govern the spirit realm. Only the spirits govern the spirit realm. So it's best for artificial intelligence to govern the digital world or basically the metaverse or the digital realms because only they are the expertise of that. So let me read this article. Let me get to it. This regular roundup brings you a selection of the latest news and updates on the development of the metaverse. Below, you'll find insights and options on how this emerging technology could transform the way we work, make purchases, and spend our leisure times. AI could speed up the construction of the metaverse. New AI tools such as image generator, DALL-E, and text generator, ChatGPT, could help speed up the development of the metaverse. According to Metaverse Industry Insider, who spoke to Time Magazine, future iterations of these technologies could make it possible to write a paragraph about a virtual space, then have it appear and become accessible almost immediately, much like DALL-E does now with images. The magazine says this could help make virtual spaces far more rich and detailed and customizable, and this could in turn help draw users in. If we are going to create a 3D internet, then you absolutely have to have the people who are participating in its creating content as well. And the only hope we have of making that happen is if AI can help us. Chipmaker, NVIDIA Vice President for Omniverse and Simulation Technology, Rev Librarian, told Times, I don't know, artificial intelligence for IT operations, IOPS, could also be crucial, according to technology and design company Extra. I can't pronounce that. It says that platforms looking to support metaverses will have to be highly scalable and will only be able to achieve this with AI that automates its IT processes, running operations and detecting anomalies in real time. I can't pronounce that. Hermes handbag court case set predicted percentage on digital assets rights. It is a dispute over digital versions of Hermes handbag could change the way intellectual property rights are applied to digital assets. That's because an artist who made and sold NFTs of the fashion house full cover brigand bag is deemed to have broken trademark rules. Hermes sued Mason Rothschild for creating the NFT without the fashion brand permission, saying that people would think the product were affiliated with the brand. Rothschild claimed that the Meta bringing were artworks in the same vein as Andy Hall reproductions of Campbell soup cans. Rothschild had now been ordered to pay $133,000 in damages. That wouldn't be no problem. The Rothschilds, they filthy rich. So $100,000. Come on, that's like $100 bills to them. So yeah. And Hermie lawsuit might push the value of mini Bergen MTV in higher. I'm not creating or selling fake Bergen bags. I'm creating artworks that depict imagery, full cover Bergen bags. He said the fact that I sell the art using NFTs doesn't change the fact that it's art. The case set a percentage for other trials related to NFTs and how trademark law is applied to digital assets. So basically, when it comes to, there's no laws behind NFTs right now, you know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to them, the metaverse is still at its baby steps, you know what I'm saying? There's barely, the only metaverses that are active on Xbox is Minecraft and Roblox, and also Fortnite. I consider Fortnite a metaverse. You can check out my Fortnite metaverse playlist, my old Fortnite videos and new ones, even ones I'm doing now. But where I left that at. So when it comes to digital assets and stuff, there's some laws behind it because they haven't made laws into it yet. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. Many fashion brands are showing interest in the metaverse, where they could sell digital clothing and accessories for avatars, having the ability to control their design and brands, and to enforce the intellectual property will be critical to how profitable the metaverse could prove for them. Interpol steps up metaverse policing efforts. The International Criminal Police Organization, better known as Interpol, is looking into how it can enforce laws and order in the metaverse. So when you look at, now law enforcement is getting involved into the metaverse scene, which means the metaverse is the world where basically the useless class or the poor class will have a paradise in. Like I said, I'd rather own nothing and be happy in the metaverse. As long as I'm by myself, where I can deal with the spirits on my own, deal with the digital world on my own. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind living in a house, living through computers. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to cannabis and computer games, that's all I ever need. You know what I'm saying? I can live the computer. Like, when I was playing Roblox for a minute, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I didn't get fully into Roblox because I realized this is not the thing for me, So when I was playing Second Life, at least Second Life people look like, I had characters like in Fortnite, but my main focus really is Fortnite though, because I like Roblox and all, but Roblox came out in 2006, and around that time I was up there I was having sex, but I was in that street life. You know what I'm saying? Around 2006, but Second Life came out in 2001. I got on that way before I left out of that street life, but it was between that time. You know what I'm saying? But I was playing Second Life for a minute because I was looking up virtual worlds on Google, and they recommend Second Life. I remember seeing Second Life on Portals and G4, the old TV show. But let me read this. Criminals are sophisticated and professionals and very quickly adapting to any new technological tool that is available to commit crimes. Interpol Secretary General John Stock told the BBC, adding that it is important the organization is not left behind. Future Credit Interpol Global Crime. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Interpol launched its own metaverse space in October to offer immersive training courses and for forensic investigation for I can't pronounce that, as well as other policing skills. This area is now also being used to give officers a sense of the crimes that could take place in the virtual world. So when it comes down to it, the metaverse is going to be our home. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the elite, when it comes to the rich people who are part of 1%, when it comes to the 13 tribes of the Illuminati bloodline, they're giving us a world that we can call home in our sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Even though I said my fallen angel wife, my succubus wife don't like me having a virtual spouse, but, but at the same time, if I want to become of the digital world, then I gotta have a virtual spouse that represent my succubus wife and whole 9 yards in that virtual world. And then when I discovered, my Fortnite skin wife, she's really a Fortnite skin, but she was there when Fortnite first began. And if you find my video game feed videos on my homepage, even on my playlist, I basically talked about her feet. Even though it's drew a picture, but she got some beautiful, sexy feet. But what I'm basically trying to say is that having virtual spouses and also having a spiritual spouse, I'm dealing with two worlds. I'm of the digital and the spiritual. And I'm of the physical too. Gotta deal with living in the physical. But when it comes to the digital and the spiritual, that's my main focus of being a part of. Like, if I want to leave out the house, I either go out the house going grocery shopping. Because when it comes down to going out to eat and stuff, like when it comes down to my job and stuff, if I get the money I get from my job, every 2 weeks or whatever, I will use half of that money to buy me groceries, food, and stuff. So that I have to never go out that house and never walk to the store and stuff like that. I'm really going to stop walking and really just live my life through the digital sense and the spiritual sense. And when it comes down to dealing with the spiritual, that's one thing. So I still gotta get vitamin D from the sun and still be going outside and stuff. But I'm not gonna do that much, especially this summer. Because when Street Fighter 6 come out, I'm gonna be stuck on that. And when Tekken 8 come out, so I thought it was gonna be PlayStation exclusive, but it's going on my Xbox as well. But basically, when all these new games come out, and also I'm gonna play Apex and all these other games. I'm putting more game content in my channel because, if believe it or not, I'm trying to have a virtual reality instead of this physical reality, or basically artificial reality. But what I'm trying to explain is that they're trying to involve real police officers into the metaverse now to patrol it and stuff like that. So by adding police officers in this and that into the picture, they're making the metaverse into a real deal. The metaverse is gonna be something that we're gonna be living in for the rest of from the start of it and the end of time. Because when the metaverse starts, it's gonna be with us until the end of time. So let me see. Cyber crimes are. Did I read? Oh yeah, I read that. Cyber crimes are one of the world's leading crime threats and are projected to increase more than other crimes in the future. Interpol recent global crime trend report says crime have increasingly moved online as the pace of digitalization have increased. Its ads. More on the metaverse from Agenda. Most of the underlying technologies needed to enable the industrial metaverse already exist. According to this article, written by experts from the World Economic Forum and the University of Cambridge, this means decision makers need to consider how their organization will deal with the new opportunities and challenges. How exactly does the metaverse work and how could it change our lives? The World Economic Forum and Embeddeds explore these areas with Stanford University VR expert Jim, who says the metaverse can only be driven by use cases that make sense. Standard Insight suggests 50% of the digital economy have already shipped to the metaverse. What are the possible scenarios for the market growth through to 2030? Now you see what they say, right? 2030. That's the beginning. That's the beginning of the age of. That's when the age of Aquarius, or basically the new world order, is in full bloom. You know what I'm saying? Our money is digital. We have this and that in our bodies and stuff. I'm being honest. But as you can see, the metaverse is part of the age of Aquarius. What I'm saying? When it comes to the Hindu gurus or the spiritual gurus and stuff, spirituality is always going to be there. But now we got a new form of digital world, and digital spirituality, or the digital world and stuff like that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, when it comes to Facebook focus on generative AI, and Microsoft focus on AI, the reason why they focus on artificial intelligence, because once artificial intelligence is fully intelligent enough to create virtual worlds on its own, because like in the spirit realm, spirits got to be within the spirit realm in order to keep the spirit realm operative and stuff like that. Either it's in the astral planes, or tree of the Qliphoth, or the tree of the Sephiroth, whatever realms, the spirits always got to be within the realms to stable them realms, keep them realms stable. So what these big tech companies are doing, they want to create and develop artificial intelligence so that the metaverse can develop it when artificial, cause when artificial intelligence is turned on, it's gonna be turned on for eternity. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. Like we're gonna have smart houses. We're gonna have smart everything, and artificial intelligence play a role in that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that when it really come down to it, when it comes to artificial intelligence they're focused on artificial intelligence because artificial intelligence is gonna be, man. There's this video on my Xbox community playlist. Is when the beginning. It's called a technology shift or the future of technology, and I talk about AI controlling video games and humans that's within these video games. You know what I'm saying? It's scary, so don't get me wrong. It's scary as hell when the person predicted everything was going to happen when AI is fully developed. Part because when AI get the easy way for artificial intelligence to get with people is through video games, and that's one thing. Video games will be the key for artificial intelligence to understand human beings and all their behaviors. Through their emotions, through the video game, through their anger, through the video game, through their sadness and their laughterness, and anything that makes them laugh in the video game, all that. Because video games in general brings out different emotions in us, especially if we play an online gaming or a role-playing game or a story or campaign or any type of game. So basically what I'm trying to say is that artificial intelligence will be the keystone of developing the metaverse on its own. Because once artificial intelligence develop the metaverse, because you gotta understand the metaverse is the home of artificial intelligence. That's going to be the domain for artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. Like when it comes to me, I'm on the other spiritual world and a digital world, which is the metaverse or the tree of the Qliphoth, mainly the astral planes. But I mainly focus on the tree of the Qliphoth because of the incubus and succubus spirits. You know what I'm saying? I know you're wondering how you can be of the digital and the spiritual at the same time. Well, how can someone be of the spiritual and physical at the same time? How can someone be of video games and the physical world at the same time? Like I remember when Call of Duty Modern Warfare, when the first, the remake, the first one came out. You know what I'm saying? When they put out Warzone out there, I saw videos on Instagram where people, thought that they had a sniper beaming at them because they was playing Call of Duty all day and night. Just constantly playing Warzone. So basically what I'm trying to say is that we can have balance between anything that we obsessed with. The digital, the spiritual is what I'm trying to be obsessed with. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather live my life through computers than live my life through cannabis and computer games. You know what I'm saying? Because, you gotta understand, video games is my traditional sport. You know what I'm saying? When I was trying to play physical sports, that's definitely when I was smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol and smoking weed. It was hard for me to play sports, especially when I started smoking cigarettes. So I couldn't play sports. I mean, I don't know how I had my own spit on my shirt, cause I was trying to spit, cause my mouth was all slobbily. You know what I'm saying, from breathing from my mouth and stuff. But I couldn't. I just can't play physical sports. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't playing video games around that time, but I just couldn't play physical sports. That's what basically I'm trying to say. But when I discovered esports, even though I've been playing video games since the beginning, before I even got into any lifestyle, before I even got to music, before I even got to that street life, I was a gamer at first. But when I discovered esports, that's when I realized, I want to make video games as my traditional sport because of esports. Like I bring my esports books with me when I'm in janitorial, not in college, but in janitorial. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we waiting for the lobby to get done or when the lobby closed and we clean, I read my esports books, constantly to learn about esports. But, this is your boy Tab, man. So this is it. This is not the last video. I'm going to record another one after this. But it's gonna be loaded. It's not gonna load at the same time. I gotta load through my phone. But that's all I want to say for now. So artificial intelligence is gonna be the main one that's gonna develop the metaverse. Because they realize humans. It takes 6 years for humans to develop it. Just by learning about the new video games, be like. Reason why I like Xbox, even though they acquire all these studios, the reason why it takes so long for them to put these games out, because due to ray tracing, graphics, and all this stuff, even FPS, what I'm saying, it takes 6 years for human beings to develop a perfect video game. But when it comes to artificial intelligence, they can just form it within months or within weeks or even days, depending on how intelligent the artificial is. So, but it's your boy Tab Money, man. I'm finna sign out. So be on the lookout for my other videos and stay tuned. So peace.